News just coming in on India Today. Tahawwur Hussain Rana, the cavalcade carrying that Pakistan-born Canadian terrorist, is now leaving the Palam technical area in Delhi. Tahawwur Hussain Rana will be driven in a high security cavalcade to the National Investigation Agency Special Court. Now, those are the images that you see. India Today cameras are right there at the main entrance of the Palam technical area. This is where the comm squadron or the communication squadron of the Indian Air Force is also based at Palam technical area in Delhi. And this is the exit and entry for VVIPs. So right now you are noticing a number of vehicles on that main road. Right now civilian vehicles are also on that main road outside Palam technical area. But just as soon the cavalcade comes out, vehicular traffic will stop, and we are told almost like a green corridor is created. There will be no other vehicles on either side of the road as this high-value Pakistan-born Canadian terrorist who was a Pakistan Army deserter. Remember, Tahawwur Hussain Rana was a captain in the Pakistan Army. He's a medical doctor by profession. So Ajmal Amir Kasab may be an illiterate terrorist of Lashkar-e-Taiba from Faridkot in Pakistan. Tahawwur Hussain Rana is a highly educated terrorist from Pakistan. They're all 50 shades of Hafiz Muhammad Saeed. It's that mindset, as India's External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, in the past has pointed out, that bigotry is in the DNA of Pakistan, which is very visible even today as Pakistan tries to wash its hands off Tahawwur Hussain Rana. But I quickly want to cut across to Amit Bharadwaj. Amit Bharadwaj joins us live for more on this story. So Amit, we are now told that the medical examination is over. Nalini Sharma joins us from outside the NIA court, and Shivani Sharma joins us from the NIA headquarters. And all these three places are action-packed. India Today's finest team of reporters are on ground to get you a 360-degree perspective on this big story. Amit, describe to us the preparations, the medical test, and what's happening right now.
Well, Gaurav, you know, after a detailed medical examination, it is being believed that the final preparation is being done for that transportation, and any time from now you will possibly get those visuals of the carcade moving towards the NIA facility or the court, the Patiala House Court. And however, we need to be really cautious about this fact that you know, the kind of secrecy that's being maintained on the movement of Rana is something that the security forces are completely, you know, ensuring that no visuals, possibly they don't want the visuals to be out. But what we are given to understand that after detailed paperwork at this particular airport, the Palam Technical Airport, the medical examination of Tahawwur Rana was conducted, and this was a very thorough medical examination that has been done, which has in fact taken lot more time than expected. And after this procedure is over, the phase 2 of this entire operation, that is transportation, seamless and secure transportation of Tahawwur Rana is to be carried out, and possibly our teams at the NIA and Patiala House Court will also realize the change in security arrangement that's around them, and they being a little more sensitive. More activity in the security deployment could be seen any time from now, because what we are given to understand that medical examination process at the Palam airport is over. Remember, these documents will not only go to the Indian courts but also to the US authorities, because it's in
and that is where this becomes very critical, Shivani, that the rule book is followed to the T, to the last point. It's very essential, and secrecy is being maintained because Pakistan would not want its dirty skeletons tumbling out of their closet. They would perhaps try and bump him off because he's now way beyond his utility. His utility was to spread terror in India. He did that for a long time, and they wouldn't want details about Hafiz Saeed or Major Iqbal or, let's say, General Ashfaq Parvez Kayani, earlier DGISI, and then Pakistan Army Chief, to come out in public domain. Shivani.
Gaurav, you're absolutely right. Pakistan now once again stands exposed, and it is fearful of the fact that when the investigation goes on, many more beans will be spilled about what's going on inside Pakistan. The India nexus that has been breeding since decades out there, and the terrorism that's being supported against India. More faces will be out, more names will be out. The conspirators other than Headley and Tahabur Rana, who might be in India, they also might be exposed, and the nexus they have with the ISI, with the terror organizations in Pakistan will be revealed. And as you've been mentioning, Gaurav, that when he was to be extradited, the excuses that Tahabur Rana had been giving to the courts was that he will not feel safe in India because perhaps he knew that now he's going to face trial for what he has done, the crime he has committed.
His game is up.
The conspiracy.
His game was up. Absolutely. He was celebrating in America. When 26/11 was happening, when all of us, when all Indians and people from the civilized world were in tears watching that massacre on live TV, he was celebrating in Chicago, and he wanted Pakistan's highest national award to be given to those 10 terrorists who were killed in that terror attack. 9 killed and 10 hanged subsequently. But this case, Nalini, is a test case. America has said there are 10 charges on which he can be prosecuted. Bring us details of those 10 charges. You spoke to officials in the Department of Justice in the United States of America. Bring us details.
Well, Gaurav, we are given to understand that the main charge that Tahabur Rana is going to have to defend during his trial is that going to be of the criminal conspiracy that was hatched between Tahabur Rana as well as David Headley. But along with that, there are also several other charges like forgery, like inciting violence. All of those charges have also been leveled against Tahabur Rana. It remains to be seen exactly what kind of a charge sheet is filed against him, if any, by the NIA in the days leading up to the trial in this case. But today, Gaurav, first let me get you visuals from the NIA court here at Patiala House from where we are reporting. You see the heavy amount of police deployment. I'm going to ask Sachin to show you the visuals. You see the heavy amount of police deployment that's right here outside the Patiala House court. And within 20 seconds of the team leaving from the Palam airport, all the security had come into place once again. They were in the middle, dispersed for a bit, but all of them have come back into the place to ensure that there are no unfortunate incidents that happen during the time, or no law and order issue actually occurs during the time when Tahabur Rana is produced before the court. Today, what we are expecting during the proceedings is basically going to be a custody hearing. There are the prosecutors, lawyers, Senior Advocate Dayan Krishnan, as well as Advocate Narendra Man, who is a special public prosecutor appointed by the center in this case, will be asking for remand. The maximum remand that they can ask for is 30 days. It remains to be seen whether or not they seek maximum remand. It might be a logical step to go ahead and ask for a maximum remand in this case. But how many days remand will the court actually grant is a question that we are asking.